I'm sharing the 5-step skincare blueprint that took me from this to this. Now, most women are doing skincare completely wrong and it's actually making your skin worse. I've been there too, skipping sunscreen, overdoing absolutely everything, and thinking that somehow skincare would solve my insecurities. But guess what? I was wrong. I spent over 10K in my 20s desperately trying to find a cure for my cystic acne. I did peels, lasers, and microneedling because I didn't understand the difference between what actually works and what's skincare marketing. And by the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step guide to glow from the inside out. Number 1, protect your collagen. Number 2, stimulate collagen. Number 3, reduce stress. Number 4, support your skin barrier. And number 5, avoid inflammation at all costs. If a product or treatment is not doing one of these 5 things, it is just aesthetic noise and a big waste of money. I'm an engineer in my 30s, and I finally got glass skin when I started trusting science instead of trends on TikTok. Collagen in your skin is the structural matrix that holds it up, keeps it firm and tight. If protecting and stimulate collagen is not the top priority in your anti-aging routine, you are falling behind and aging faster. So these are the non-negotiable ingredients that are actually going to help you to stimulate and build collagen so that your skin is plump and juicy well into your 30s. Retinol is the gold standard of skincare. Specifically, tretinoin is one of the longest studied skincare ingredients on the market. Tretinoin has been studied since the 1940s and has been proven in the last 60 years to increase cell turnover, stimulate collagen, and reduce wrinkles. There is nothing trendier or more proven than this one skincare ingredient. Next is niacinamide. Niacinamide has been proven to strengthen the skin barrier, reduce inflammation, and help with overall skin tone. So if you personally have been struggling with hyperpigmentation and dark spots left from acne, this is going to be your best friend. I personally use the 15% niacinamide from Cosrx, but this is a little strong if you're just starting with niacinamide. Ease your way into any active ingredients because they can be quite irritating to your skin if you try again to do everything at once. The next non-negotiable in your skincare routine is vitamin C. Antioxidants protect your skin from oxidative stress, which is responsible for most of the aging on your skin. So think of vitamin C kind of like rust protection, but for your skin. I personally have a love-hate relationship with vitamin C. This active is great and does help my skin glow, but I find that if I have any active breakouts, it can actually trigger them to get worse. So if you are actively breaking out, I recommend holding off on this active ingredient, but once your skin is clear, it's a great thing to add to your routine. This is the Dr. Althea Vitamin C Booster. I have found this to be the most gentle vitamin C I've used in a very long time. Higher percentage vitamin C products on the market have caused me to have some irritation. I am always drinking my green juice out of a wine glass to subtly remind you guys that alcohol is not good for your skin. So please drink celery juice in your wine glasses instead of alcohol. If you have access to a dermatologist, I highly recommend getting this active as well. This will really help with the hyperpigmentation, and this is an active called azelaic acid. Yes, the niacinamide will help to clear your hyperpigmentation, and yes, the vitamin C will help as well, but azelaic acid is just another strengthening brightener in your routine, and you can get this over the counter for about 10%, but you can get a 15% version from your dermatologist. Really help to calm a lot of the redness in my skin. I am very pale, so any mark on my skin you see very quickly. Our next non-negotiable is hyaluronic acid and peptides. Hyaluronic acid is naturally found in your skin, and it is very well tolerated even if you're not using any actives right now. And this is an injection of hydration that will help your skin stay plump and elastic. And peptides are another ingredient that signal collagen production, and together they're going to help your skin stay plump and firm. This is the CMP Propolis Energy Active Ampule, and this has hyaluronic acid in it as well as propolis, which is a derivative of honey, and honey is wonderful for your skin. I always use it as a mask, and it really helps to hydrate, calm inflammation, and is anti-inflammatory. If you don't look like a disco ball after you've done your skincare, obviously you're not cool enough. And while the serums sink into my face, let's talk about treatments that I have used and that I will be using into my 30s. Topicals are just one step, but treatments are what trigger that deeper structural change in your skin to help you look super youthful and plump even in your 30s. And the number one treatment I will be doing is microneedling. Microneedling can be done in office or at home. If you do it at home, there is a protocol you have to follow in order for it to be safe. because this can be extremely dangerous if you're trying to do this yourself without sanitized needles, without sanitizing your skin, or going too deep and damaging your skin. Now, if you're doing this at home, you have to expect very different results to doing this in office. You are not going to get the same kind of treatment at home as you will from the dermatologist's office. Microneedling is one of the best things to stimulate collagen and to help reduce acne scars. So even though my skin is very glowing now, you see I still do have a scar here, and I have some scars on my chin. These don't just go away easily with topicals. This needs some heavier lifting, microneedling, and lasers to really resurface a skin tone. For at-home microneedling treatments, I use the Banish set. I think the stamp system is one of the safest options on the market because there's not as high of a risk of you going too deep into the skin. I recommend you starting with the 0.25 needles or the 0.5 needles. If you're seeing little blood dots on your skin, you have gone too deep. And I think the pens can be a little dangerous. I was sent the Dr. Pen microneedling set, but I was so scared by it. It is frightening. I can't believe the girls put this on their face. Anyways, tread carefully. The 0.5 is the only level I would recommend at home. Anything higher than that, go to the office. Another scientifically proven treatment I regularly do at home is red light therapy. This is the Saluma LED face panel, and I have had this for years. I spent a lot of money on this device. It was not sent to me. And it's one of the few devices on the market that I think are actually worth the money. Almost all of the LED masks that you're finding on Amazon do absolutely nothing. But if you are going to invest in a device like this, you have to be very careful that the LEDs are in fact the right wavelength to cause any change to your skin, and they're strong enough to actually get into the dermis. If you do decide to get one, you then have to realize that you have to use this on a very consistent basis to see real results. This is not a quick fix. Yes, it helps with stimulating collagen, and yes, it helps to kill P. acnes bacteria, but in reality, this is not as effective as a laser or microneedling. It's quite a big time commitment. The studies they've done on this, people are using it every day for like 20 minutes. So if you're going to use something like this, lock in because consistency is key. And the next treatment I have done and will be doing is laser. Fraxel laser and CO2 laser are some of the best lasers that you can use on your skin. I have had Fraxel laser a few times and it dramatically has helped my skin tone. CO2 laser is best suited for people who are a bit older. Incredibly powerful. So if you have really bad acne scars or your skin is showing a lot of signs of aging, CO2 laser can be like absolute magic, but it comes with a cost. It is a lot of downtime to recover from that. And now we can get to some of my favorite products that I have yet to mention. The Astura Atoll Barrier Cream, an absolute game changer for me. And my mom and I both use this product. She's in her 50s, I'm in my 30s. And this is incredible because it has ceramides in it. And ceramides are so helpful for supporting your skin barrier. And more to the point, I think this is beautiful under makeup. So whenever I'm choosing a moisturizer, I'm also choosing one that'll look nice and juicy under my makeup because I wear makeup most days. I don't want to look like a grease ball. We've been layering and layering and layering. But as I put my makeup on, it makes the foundation just look so flawless and skin-like on top of my skincare. So this is for the win. When I look on Amazon, actually it says I've purchased this like 20 times. So you know I like it. And after you have done all of that skincare, I think you have to do every single morning in order for your skin to stay youthful is to use sunscreen. And sunscreen is just not wrinkle prevention. It also helps fight hyperpigmentation because apart from the damage that happens when you have a breakout, the sun is the other thing that actually makes these dark spots worse. Now, I always like to have people look for a high protective sunscreen, specifically because a lot of us typically underdo the amount we apply to sunscreen. So if you're getting a higher protection level, the likelihood you're getting that kind of protection is higher. I am emotionally attached to the Haru Haru sunscreen. I have again bought it on repeat for years. And once I find a product that I like, I'm basically married to it for life. So unless something magical comes out, I imagine I'll be using this forever. I like the sunscreen because it doesn't leave any kind of like white casts. I have tried a few mineral sunscreens. They're not for me. And I generally love pretty much everything in the Haru Haru line. It just makes your skin so juicy and plump. Now, something super important that I want everyone to remember is that I am sharing with you the products that work for me, the systems that work based on science, but not necessarily it might work for you. Your skin may not be suited to this specific sunscreen, could break out using this specific vitamin C. So even though I have given you what works for me the best, it doesn't necessarily mean it works for everyone. And please be patient on your skincare journey because if you're stressed about finding the right kind of products, in addition to having active breakouts on your skin, you're actually going to make things worse. We can put all the lotions and potions on our face, but if we're stressed and unhappy, our skin is not going to look glowing. And that takes us to step 5 in our protocol for perfect skin is lifestyle engineering. The number one thing you have to get right to get glowing skin and look and feel youthful in your 30s is to learn how to regulate your stress. Because chronic stress is going to age you faster than almost anything else. You can actively see the difference on a woman's face from someone who is happy and relaxed versus someone who is constantly depressed and stressed. If I could tell my younger self anything, it would be to do more yoga, don't worry so much, don't be anxious, and you stressing about the problem is not actually making the problem go away. Your skin does not exist in isolation. It is part of this whole system that we call personal wellness. It is the largest organ on your body, and if you're unhealthy in some area of your personal well-being, you will see it on your skin. But after you've learned how to regulate your stress, there's something else you have to get absolutely right if you want to feel glowing, and that is your sleep. If I am overtired, I look like a sleep-deprived gremlin. I am grumpy and upset, and I have giant black circles under my eyes. You can't fix sleep deprivation with concealer. On a scientific level, poor sleep increases inflammation in your body and it increases cortisol, which both contribute to the aging process. I know you're tired of hearing influencers tell you to get more sleep and drink your water, but guess what? They help. They're not everything. You will just be a happier, healthier person if you're getting a full night's sleep. You do not get a badge of honor for staying up until 2 a.m. And the number one lifestyle hack that will absolutely change your whole skincare routine is your nutrition. You can put all of the lotions on your face, you can do everything else right, and your skin will still look terrible if you're having sugar as your favorite food group. I am not preaching from a high mountain here, guys. I used to be vegan for years, and while this could be good for some people, it absolutely destroyed my skin. I had horrible cystic acne, I was 10 pounds heavier, and I was constantly hungry because I wasn't getting the nutrients I needed. Changing my diet to have more healthy fats and higher protein dramatically changed my personal well-being and also my skin. And I actually spent money to have my blood tested to figure out what was the best diet for me. And it specifically said that I should be having things like salmon, eggs, and oysters because these all have nutrients in them to help your skin glow from the inside out. My skin got clearer when I started eating fish because, shocker, there's this thing called omega-3s in fish that are wonderful to help fight inflammation and to give your skin that juicy, plump look. And as a side note, my hair also got longer. Personal win. You can probably get away with having a cupcake on your birthday, but if this is a normal activity for you to shove sugar into your mouth, just know that blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and nutrient deficiencies show up on your face. And anti-aging is not just skincare, it's the whole system through which we live our lives so we actually feel youthful on the inside and not just look okay on the outside. And this is one of my favorite homemade green juice recipes. It is celery, cucumber, coconut water, cilantro, and ginger and lemon. Getting hotter in your 30s is not about chasing youth. It's actually about creating structure and stability so you feel youthful as you get older. And it's just a happy byproduct that if you do all of the things to help you glow from the inside out, you actually get glass skin as well. And once you understand that there's an actual system to get this skin glow, you stop panicking and you stop being so stressed and you actually start to enjoy the process. So subscribe if you want the blueprint to glow from the inside out.